21 billion for VP's residence. Architect says it shouldn't even reach a billion naira. An architect and civil engineer has told FIJ that the newly inaugurated vice president residence in Abuja should not cost anywhere near the reported billion-naira figure. Speaking with FIJ on Tuesday, the engineer who requested anonymity expressed disbelief at the amount spent to complete the building, which has been significantly constructed during Goodluck Jonathan administration. Anything they are using to finish this should not be up to a billion. Think in the range of millions, she stated. On June 7th, the federal government inaugurated a vice presidential official residence built at the cost of 21 billion naira, located at 3 Arms Zone, Abuja. The residence was initially awarded for 7 billion during Jonathan's tenure in 2010, but was left unfinished for his deputy, Lamadi Sambo. When Muhammad Buhari took office in 2015, he deemed the residence low priority, and Yemi Osibanjo, the vice president at the time, stayed at the Akinola Aguda House for 8 years. 13 years later, in November 2023, the Bola Tinubu administration announced plans to renovate and complete the residence for 15 billion naira, sparking public outrage. Eventually, the government claimed the project was completed with an additional 14 billion naira, bringing the total to 21 billion naira. FIJ's investigation revealed that by December 2012, the building was near completion. The Senate Committee on FCT Matters had even rejected Sambo's request for an additional 9 billion for furniture, fencing, and the banquet hall. An image from 2022 showed the residence close to completion, contradicting claims of a need for such substantial additional funds. Media reports from 2019 indicated that the residence was nearly finished before Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, resumed work on it on November 2023. The engineer emphasized that the building was not new and questioned the necessity of the extra billions. She noted old architectural design suggested it was likely constructed 40 to 50 years ago. The building looks about 40 to 50 years old based on its design. It is a classical style, indicating it's not newly built, she explained. She estimated that completing the already advanced structure, including furnishing, should not exceed 100 million. From where it was in 2012, about 80 million would finish it and 20 million for furnishing, she added. When informed it was the vice president's residence, she considered the cost might rise due to stringent standards, but still maintained it could be done for under a billion naira. At the inauguration, Wike justified the cost, saying this project, awarded in 2007 at 7 billion, was abandoned in 2015. In January, we revised the budget to 21 billion, adding 14 billion more. The public remains skeptical, questioning where the additional billions truly went. Now, people they support this administration, make una continue to support them. Make una continue to support them, or make una no make use of in head. All right. We thank God Almighty for all this happening this day. But remember, posterity will tell while the punishment of God awaits the evil ones. Time, my friend, time. And they use 21 billion. If it's they see the house where they see from here. Oh God. All right. This waiting they stop. And you say they see waiting they happen for the country. Then they use 21 billion. They use build one house, so maybe two, one. Thunder will fire all of them that harbors evil against this country. My dear, thunder has nothing to do with these things. If not Nigerians' money, can any of them release such money from the account to build house for themselves? Thieves that call themselves leaders, looting and sharing public funds around themselves. My dear, thank God say you don't talk am. Incredible Nigeria. Can someone please explain and make justification as to why this VP presidential lodge is so important to the welfare of Nigerians, to warrant consuming an additional 14 billion naira? Yet we are borrowing this money and people are people, okay, yet we are borrowing this money and people are really suffering around in the country. Again, this is a government that has not been able to agree with the labor for a new minimum wage. Are we really serious in this country, my dear? Now, so that some people, when they come outside to open their mouth and start talking to me, they're going to let them reason well. Oh. That money is too much. Any architect can say what the lady said. They do whatever they want, but if the masses say what they want, it will not be done to them. The same criminals find it so hard to increase minimum wage to workers. Everybody should be in this wise. 2027. Everybody should be wise come 2027. God in his infinite mercy and our ancestors in the grave would never allow and ever allow those criminals called APC members to come back to power again. My dear, this is not a matter of God. What are you doing about it? It is not about mentioning party name. It's about these stupid, corrupt leaders right from Babangida regime to up to date with our bad system. If someone talks, EFCC official would arrest him or her, but they're the same thing. How will someone use 21 billion naira to build a house for one person? Because APC members see themselves as gods of the land? Be it known to you that one day alright, who is fooling who here? The same architect that valued those pillars at 21 billion? Nigeria, the same architect that FCDA houses sold at 1, 2, 3 million naira by government. They are selling at 16 and 36 million. My dear, you don't see them now. My question is, what happened to where he's living now? My dear, if you ask me, I never know who I go ask. For God's sake, who will deliver us from the greedy dogs? 21 billion, and we are struggling to pay lecturers. These guys are sick, my dear. What's your one? What I want to say? APC has no business in fragrance, but inordinately plagued with quest for power. This was Wike's first unit by party to recover electioneering expenses. How would their losing game be accomplished if common revelation exercise, which on the whole could be executed with a maximum of 200 million be quoted within that neighborhood? The looting strategy is simply to add an insignificant figure called 0 in two places to arrive at 20 billion naira as renovation cost. Very poorly executed projects. And you say Nigeria will be better? Alright, how else would their looting game be accomplished if common renovation exercise, okay, I think I've said that before, and even the house what I even see here, Seth. Let me end with this. The house that I'm seeing here is looking, as in, the structure about everything about this place is looking very old, as in, it's not like the new modern type of housing. But whatever it is, that price is too ridiculous. We're supposed to hold the government by the jugular and they'll tell us where the money went to. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.